This is the existential threat. Climate is the one. There is no planet B for us to go to. I get this. Here's how I address the problem, though. The reason that the United States is where it is on climate, we are a world leader. We're just leading in the wrong direction. And we have given enormous cover to other countries that don't want to take the hard steps to help clean up the planet. So what we've done by pulling out of the Paris Climate Accords is horrible. What we're doing at the EPA, what's happening over at the Department of the Interior, it's terrible. Every part of this is terrible. And a threat not just to our country, but a threat to the entire world. By the way, I raise this in armed services. I sit in Senate Armed Services, and one of the questions I keep asking repeatedly when I have the generals in front of me is, what about the climate threat? And the generals, to their credit, will step up and say yes, that climate is a threat to our security. It's a threat to our security in every sense, from the fact that we have military bases that are now underwater much of the time, that we're getting repeat flooding, to the fact that the fight for water in parts of Africa already are putting people on the move, and it's going to cause worldwide chaos. So I get this. The fundamental question is, then why haven't we fixed it? As a country, why are we headed in the wrong direction? It's corruption. This is not ignorance. This is not that people just don't get it. The people in Washington, oh, they get it. But they are on the tape. They are influenced by the money of the Koch brothers. Where did the Koch brothers get their money? It's carbon-based. And think about it this way. You go back and look 15 years ago, Democrats and Republicans were actually starting to come together on climate issues, right? The Koch brothers and other financial interests moved in. And it's so much more than campaign contributions. It is campaign contributions, but it is so much more. It is the lobbyists. It is the lawyers. It is the think tanks. It is the bought and paid for experts that create this, maybe there's a problem, maybe there's not. That create this illusion of it's an open question, the illusion so that there is deniability for politicians that year after year after year refuse to address this problem and who treat it as if, it's just an open question. What were they all saying? I'm not a scientist? Yeah, that is not the issue. So that's why I say the key that we've got to put in to unlock fixing the problems we need to fix starts with, we have got to push back on the influence of money in Washington. So long as the Koch brothers and their ilk are calling the shots in Washington, whether we have a Democrat or a Republican in the White House, they are going to continue to make sure that this country is not doing all that it needs to do to address the climate crisis. We knock them back, then we've got at least a chance to be able to address the problem that is bearing down on us and our children and our grandchildren. So I'm there, but I think that's what